on Greyhound View, we look back at the action from the Boyle Sports Champion Stakes at Shelbourne Park, the final of the Red Mills and Michael Foley Memorial Cup from Enniscorthy, plus the semi-finals of the Paddy Memorial Sweep from Tralee. But first we head to Shelbourne Park for the Bernard Barry winner of 2.
There was a good crowd present at Shelbourne Park on Thursday night where the feature event was the final of the Bernard Barry winner of 2 stake. Worth €5,000 in trophy, there was a top-class lineup, but the favourite was Top Bowl. Racing in Trap 3, he was made favourite despite being beaten in the semi-finals. Let's take a look at the runners. In Trap 1, Early Hawk, owned and trained by Oliver Casserly and Mead, this son of Smooth Rumble and Clondalkin. He's won 1 of his 5 starts. A decent sort, well drawn the rails, but one of the outsiders in this one. In 2, Bullets Bill, trained by Pat Buckley for Anne Hickey. In Tipperary, this son of Split the Bill and Annie's Bullet, an improving type. He's won 3 of his 12 starts. He absolutely flies to the corner. He won a semi-final in 28.69. In 3, we have the favourite, Top Bow, owned and trained by Sean Hurl in Tyrone, a son of Top Poncho and Nick Steele. Lost his unbeaten tag in the semi-finals, but ran a hell of a race. He flies to the turn, he powers on the back, and he stays. He's a worthy favourite. In 4, Candy Kisses, owned by James Coogan and Carlo and trained by Sean Dooley. This, a daughter of Larkle Joe and Ballinclare star, thus a little sister to the brilliant Climate Control. This one, a very decent performer herself. She's won 5 of her 16 starts. In 5 is 2 Shanes. This son of Larkle Joe and the other top possesses fine pace down the far side. He's trained by Francis O'Donnell in Killinall for Shane Taggart and Shane O'Rourke in Dublin. This fellow will be steering a wide course throughout. And in Trap 6 we have Glenski Honcho, trained by Johnny Donoghue down in Wexford for Michael Donoghue and Jay Ryan in Wexford. This a son of Top Honcho and Glenski Lady, an even wider runner than 2 Shanes, but he's very well drawn. He flashes to the corner, and another with claims. The now end traps for the final of the Bernard Barry winner of 2 stake. The break is going to be all important. And away they go. And first to show is trap number 2, Bullets Bill, going up on the inside. Early Hawk. In the middle we have number 3, the favourite, Top Bow, around the corner. And Top Bow on the outside, sweeps to the front. No, number 2, Bullets Bill is there. Number 3, Top Bow is a good berth on the outside. Back in third, 2 Shanes running big race, but out front, number 3, Top Bow, marginally in front of number 2, Bullets Bill, into the third corner, and Top Bow strikes the front. In second, number 2, Bullets Bill. Then we have number 5, 2 Shanes, but around the final corner, it's number 3, Top Bow, the favourite. Looks like landing this one for favourite backers. Up the home straight, number 3, Top Bow wins it. It's close for second. Number 2 seems to have got their Bullets Bill. In third, number 5, 2 Shanes, 28.60, the winning time. A tremendously professional performance there by Top Bow. And the result of the Bernard Barry winner of 2 stake, Trap 3, Top Bow the winner. Second, number 2, Bullets Bill. And third, number 5, 2 Shanes, the winning time. A superb 28.60. The Bernard Barry winner of 2 stake has thrown up some really nice greyhounds in the past, and certainly thrown up another nice one in the shape of Top Bow. I know one delighted man, Sean Hurl, the owner, trainer. He's such a professional greyhound. You must be delighted with him.
He's a brilliant greyhound. Pardon me, he's the best greyhound ever to lead on back mile. He has everything. He can leave a box, he has early, and he stays.
Even tonight, he sort of slightly missed the kick,
but tonight, but
rode a couple of bumps and everything.
He showed a good pace up into the bend. He showed brilliant pace down the far side. Stuck it up into the third bend, and I know once he went in front, there's nothing coming from behind him.
Now, I know you have a good team with you here this evening. Plenty of celebrations tonight.
Plenty of celebrations tonight.
Any plans for the dog, or just going to take it easy with him for the moment?
I'll let him off now for a couple of weeks and maybe go for the puppy derby with him.
Puppy derby rather than the derby itself?
I think he's a bit young for the big derby yet. I'll see when time comes near.
The final of the Red Mills and Michael Foley Memorial Cup took place at Enniscorthy last Thursday night, carrying a prize of €4,000 plus trophy to the winner. Michael Fortune takes us through the lineup.
Number 1 is Lisnakill Cottle, owned by Michael O'Keefe, trained by Nicky Turner, son of Rio Ricardo and Lisnakill Donna. In 2, Metric Millie, owned by Larry Byrne, a daughter of Rowan O'Keefe and Metric Melba. Number 3 in this final is Plucky Customer, owned by Andy Kelleher, trained by Paul Hennessy, a son of Trade Official and Act Wisely, and likely to go off favourite. Number 4, Sparta Titan, owned by John Fitzgerald and Philly Goff, and trained by Philly Goff, a son of Droopy's Merson and Tinra Princess. Number 5, Born Flyer, owned by Siobhan O'Dwyer and Sheila Drohan, trained by Graham Holland, a son of Spiral Nikita and Nicky's River. And in 6, the outsider of the party is Determined Hero, owned by Benny Fox, a son of Jamaican Hero and Slight Problem. So the runners in traps for this final, the favourites number 3, Plucky Customer, as the hare comes up behind traps for this one, carrying a prize of €4,000. And away they go, and it's quite a level start, a bit of bumping, but number 3 gets away fast. Plucky Customer, that's the favourite on the inside. Number 2 is with him, Metric Millie, but there goes number 6, Determined Hero, the rank outsider of the field. Gets around, runs very wide on the between first and second bend, but leads into the back straight. It's number 6, Determined Hero, from 2, Metric Millie. The favourite has it all to do, battling in third, but number 6 holding off the challenge of Metric Millie at the third bend. Determined Hero turning for home, just over a length in front from 2, Metric Millie. It looks between this pair. He runs very wide again, Determined Hero. Metric Millie coming at him, coming towards the line, and a big upset with number 6, Determined Hero, holding on there from Metric Millie to take this fine prize. And the result of the Red Mill 600 and Micheál Foley Memorial Cup, the winner number 6, Determined Hero, owned by Benny Fox, second number 2, Metric Millie, and third number 1, Lisnakill Cahill, the time 33:11.
Delighted to win here. It's the Cheltenham of Ireland. Big galloping track, suits my dogs, no early pace, always staying determined. We call them all determined, with the result that they run and big price tonight, and couldn't be better. Absolutely over the moon. He's won over all the trips now, the sprint 5 to 5, 550, and now 600. And he had one of the best runs of the year for the marathon and Waterford. So there was a little hope from going into it, but absolutely delighted he came out on top. They're fed on red mills anyway, so it was only right, I suppose, we get a bit back from them.
The Kingdom Stadium in Tralee hosted the semi-finals of the Paddy Memorial Sweep last Friday evening. The 2 favourites were the Maurice O'Connor trained Deerfield Gold in the first heat and O'Garney Wood, trained by Eddie Wade, in the second. We joined Mal Keaveney.
Dogs are in traps now for the first semi-final. Steamboat Rumble 1, 2, Seaman, Deerfield Gold 3, Judy's Pet 4, in 5, Knock On Charlie, and in box 6, 12+1. 3 quarter-final winners are in this semi-final. Steamboat Rumble 1, Deerfield Gold is in 3, Knock On Charlie is in 5, 3 the favourite. Here comes towards traps and they rise. Deerfield Gold breaks very well down the centre. Steamboat Rumble challenging, so 2, Knock On Charlie, close into that opening bend, and it's Steamboat Rumble now that moves on. Back in third we have Deerfield Gold, but out front it's very, very close. Judy's Pet well in contention as well. Judy's Pet being denied the leadership by Steamboat Rumble, very close into the third bend. Steamboat Rumble being pursued by Judy's Pet, and going on, it's Steamboat Rumble now as they swing the final turn into the home straight, and it's Steamboat Rumble up towards the line. Deerfield Gold is second and Judy's Pet takes third. Well, an upset here in the opening semi-final. It's victory for Steamboat Rumble. Deerfield Gold takes second and Judy's Pet finishes third. They are the 3 qualifiers, the time 30:15. We're all set so for the second semi-final. Much Surprise 1, Bibs Express 2, Rita's Rebel in 3, 4 I'm Only Sal, 5 O'Garney Woods, and 6 Headley's Hiker. The Eddie Wade trained O'Garney Woods is our favourite. He's running from box 5. Here arrives at traps and they're away. O'Garney Woods is out well down the centre. He'll be difficult to beat from here. I'm Only Sal moves into second. Bibs Express also well in contention, but a lead has been built here by O'Garney Woods, being pursued now down the back straight by the stripes of Headley's Hiker. Out front it's still O'Garney Woods. Headley's Hiker beginning to close. Is there a second upset here? Headley's Hiker and it's O'Garney Woods locked together off the final turn. O'Garney Woods heads for home. O'Garney Woods is going to win from Headley's Hiker, and Much Surprise takes third. Success here in the second semi-final of the night for O'Garney Woods. Second, Headley's Hiker, and third, Much Surprise. The time 30:23. The final itself takes place here at the Kingdom Greyhound Stadium in Tralee on Friday night. Next, the trap draw and the betting for next weekend's final is: in trap 1, Judy's Pet 5-2. In 2, Steamboat Rumble, our favourite at 6-4. In 3, Much Surprise 25-1. In box 4, O'Garney Woods at 4-1. 5, Headley's Hiker 10-1. And 6, Deerfield Gold at 5-2.
I think Deerfield Gold is very badly drawn on the outside in trap 6. I would not fancy him. I think that Eddie Wade's dog, O'Garney Woods, obviously is a danger from trap 4. He's a good dog to the bend. He ran well tonight. But I would boil it down to the greyhounds in traps 1 and trap 2, and bearing in mind what happened there tonight, there's a big advantage wearing the red sheet, and I think that Judy's Pet will win the final.
In part 2, we bring you the feature races from the Boyle Sports Night at Shelbourne Park. Well, as you can see, I'm here at Shelbourne Park on this balmy Saturday evening, and a great crowd out for a super card of racing, including the final of the Boyle Sports Champion Stakes. So to bring us up to date with all the action, here's your commentator, Michael Fortune.
They're all in traps for the Boyle Sports Champion Plate. In 1, Rebel Watcher, the favourite. 2 is Awesome Impact. 3, Southeast Prince. 4, Dara Gem. 5, Jewel Nikita. And 6, Droopy's Oasis. The favourite goes from 1, Rebel Watcher, 7 to 4. Here coming up behind traps. Under away, and Jewel Nikita out fast, but Southeast Prince is out faster. Under onto the bend, it's number 5 now, Jewel Nikita getting into top action, just leading from Southeast Prince. Number 6 gets a bump there on the second bend with number 4, Dara Gem now in third. But down the far side, and the favourite's out of it, Rebel Watcher. It's number 5, Jewel Nikita out front from 3. That's Southeast Prince. Here comes number 6 trying to get into it, Droopy's Oasis. But Jewel Nikita's out front. He'll take some catching. It's Jewel Nikita, number 5. 6, Droopy's Oasis putting in a big run in second. Number 2, Awesome Impact finishing fast. But it's 5 to winner, Jewel Nikita from 6, Droopy's Oasis. And in third, number 2, Awesome Impact. The time 29.79. The result of the final of the Boyle Sports Champion Plate. The winner, number 5, Jewel Nikita, owned by Monica Hackett and Kim Ella Kenny. Second, number 6, Droopy's Oasis. And third, number 2, Awesome Impact. Time 29.79.
The Tote is now offering its customers a self-service wagering system. It's designed for use by the experienced or indeed the novice bettor, and provides patrons added privacy when placing a wager. The easy-to-use touchscreen technology assures customers' bets are accurately received, although some punters might take a little time to figure it out.
Hi, can I help you with anything?
Yeah, please. I haven't used this before.
Okay, first of all, if you'd like to touch the screen.
All right.
Okay, secondly, if you'd like to insert your notes.
Okay, so I'm going to be betting €5.
Okay, that's it. Okay, now if you'd like to select your pool, be it a win, place, each way.
Okay, well, I'd want a dog to win.
Okay, so if you win, that's it. And now select your greyhound.
Number 3.
Number 3. Okay, and telling you to continue.
All right.
Now you select your stake.
I want to bet €5.
Okay, so there's €5 here. And continue. All right, now is this the bet you want to place?
Yep, that's the one.
So you choose yes. Okay, now what you can do is it's printing your ticket.
All right.
All right, so I'll just show it to you first of all. Okay, €5 to win on number 3.
Yep.
Now your change is printed out as a credit voucher. All right. Now you can collect that credit now. Okay.
Yep, that's the one.
And cash it in at any one of our Tote operators, which will give you back the €5. Or you can use it now as well to bet if you want to place another bet at this minute.
Okay, so if I want, I can do another bet with the money.
Now, yeah.
Or I can bring it and collect it at any Tote station.
Yep.
Okay, well, I think I'll just collect the credit.
Now, it's your €5 credit voucher, which will be cashed at any Tote operation.
Great.
All right.
Thanks very much for your help.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Now back to Michael for more action from the track.
The Boyle Sports Consolation 550. In 1, Simply Vintage. 2 is Dita Davy. 3, Droopy's Agassi. In 4, Charlie Bird. 5, Anamore Billy. And 6, Diego Glory. The hare coming up behind traps. The favourite is Anamore Billy, running from 5. Will he get away? No, yes, he is. Well away. He shoots it. Oh, it's a bad bump with 3, Droopy's Agassi, and he's out of it. And it's 1, Simply Vintage leading to the bend, and there goes Droopy's Agassi. Bumps the bitch out of the way as he moves up the challenge on the second bend, but she's back in front again. Simply Vintage from 3, Droopy's Agassi in second. 2, Dita Davy moving. And now into the third bend, it's 1 in front. That's Simply Vintage from 3, Droopy's Agassi. Droopy's trying to challenge, but a bumping there's number 2, Dita Davy moves into second. 6, Diego Glory on the outside, but they're not going to catch the one in front, or are they? It's Simply Vintage being challenged by Dita Davy, but she holds on to win it. Simply Vintage, owned by Anne Greaves and Susan Griffiths. She's done it here nicely. Yes, well, watch number 5, Anamore Billy. He's a wide seed. He dashed right across the track, broke fast, bumped into Droopy's Agassi. He cost both dogs perhaps victory in the race. He then runs wide on the first bend. But number 1, Simply Vintage, out front, just cleared Droopy's Agassi. Took a good bump from him in the process as well at the first bend. It was a game run from this one, trained by Reggie Roberts. Look at her now, into the second last bend with 3, Droopy's Agassi, now being overtaken by 2 on the inside, Dita Davy. 6, Diego Glory is there. Anamore Billy coming back with a big run afterwards to get into it, and coming to the line though, it's number 1 really gallantly holding on to win from Dita Davy. As we get another angle on this one, watch number 5, Anamore Billy, diving across the track for the inside. Will we see the W removed from this fellow when it comes to the Derby time? I know if it was England, they'd insist on it. The result, number 1, Simply Vintage at 3-1. Second, number 2, Dita Davy at 5-1. Third, number 6, Diego Glory at 6-1. The time, 30:02.
Well, I'm here in the Boyle Sports Hospitality Suite, and guess who I've bumped into? I've been with him all week, and come to the dogs, and he's here as well, Robert Hall.
It's what a pleasure it is, isn't
yes.
it?
I've had a first opportunity to interview you.
Well, it's nice, isn't it?
I don't know, I haven't done it yet.
See how we go.
No, but seriously, what are you doing here this evening? I haven't seen you at the dogs before.
I haven't been for a long time, but I used to be a regular.
Really?
Very, very long time ago. Loved it. And of course, it's all changed now.
There's so many changes, aren't there?
Boyle's very kindly gave me an invitation, and how could I refuse, as I say. So I'm here for the Champion Stakes, and I hope I'm out the winner.
What about so far? Have you had any luck? Any wins?
Just had my first bet now, so I'll know in due course. But I thought that Priceless Rebel might win the big one. Good tracker.
Oh, right. Yeah, you sound like an expert. So, well, all these years ago, when you used to go dog racing, did you ever own any?
I owned one. Yeah. I owned a dog that ran down in Newbridge called Charlie Farley, who wasn't very fast. But do you remember Charlie Farley?
I don't, but it's a good name.
Charlie Farley from the Two Ronnies, do you remember?
Yes, Charlie. I do remember Charlie Farley. And he wasn't very good, no?
No, he wasn't good at all. No, we sold him at a loss.
We're going to have to get you to invest in another one, maybe.
We never know, you know.
Well, you're back from Galway, obviously, and a good week. In hindsight, how did you feel it went? And I think probably one of the best festivals so far, especially crowds and betting.
I thought it was absolutely phenomenal. You know, I mean, it's a law unto itself, isn't it? The crowds were fantastic, the betting was up, the results were wonderful, the horses were good. Weather, well, you know, I mean, it wasn't the worst either. But Galway Plate was wonderful. Paddy Mullins winning was a big highlight. And I think we all enjoyed ourselves, didn't we?
I think we certainly did. And I think I better let you go off and relax, but it's great to see you here, Rob.
Well, let's hope that number 1 wins the biggie.
So let's see if Robert gets a return on his money. We rejoin Michael Fortune for the final of the Boyle Sports Champion Stakes 550 with a total prize fund of €60,000.
Number 1, Priceless Rebel, owned by Kathleen Murphy, trained by Paul Hennessy, a son of Stapler's Joe and Tina's Beauty, winner of last year's Scottish Derby, the 525 yards track record holder here at Shelbourne, and perfectly positioned in 1. Number 2 is World Class, owned by Philip Heffernan, trained by Pat Buckley, a son of Come On Ranger and Queen Survivor, the youngest finalist. He's won 6 of his 12 races, improving every night he runs. Number 3, Bucky Burglar, owned by Nicky Kenny and June Judd, trained by Paul Hennessy, son of Come On Ranger and Queer Duchess. He was favourite at one stage for last year's Derby, and he's really coming back into top form. Number 4, Serene Rumble, owned by Eddie Ryan, trained by Michael O'Donovan, son of Smooth Rumble and 7.7. He's won 12 of his 18, the early season sensation, and quite a tracker. Number 5, the favourite, Climate Control, owned by Kevin Smith and Aidan O'Regan, trained by Seamus Graham, son of Larkill Joe and Ballinclare Star. This fella flies from traps, and if he makes one of those starts tonight, he'll take some beating. On the outside in 6 is Magical Captain, owned by the LOC Syndicate, trained by Pat Guilfoyle, son of Larkill Joe and Scarlet Becky. He goes up fast, he runs wide, sure to be prominent in the early stages. Yes, the final of the Boyle Sports Champion Stakes. And the hare coming up behind traps. The favourite is in 5. Will he break? He does, but he's crowded. And his 4, Serene Rumble in front, going up to the bend in front, being challenged by Climate Control, going up his inside, and it bumped badly by Climate Control, and both of them are out of contention. And now it's suddenly number 2, World Class, left clear from 1, Priceless Rebel in 2nd, and 6, Magical Captain in 3rd, heading to the 3rd bend, and it's World Class by 3 lengths. 14-1 he was in the betting, and 12-1 the one that's in 2nd. It's World Class on the final bend. Here comes Priceless Rebel with a big challenge, but it's World Class putting out more, and World Class goes on to win the Boyle Sports Champion Stakes. Oh, a dramatic race here, a sensation. The two favourites doing each other in the corner as Climate Control tried to squeeze through and badly interfered with Serene Rumble. Both of them out of it, and World Class went on to win it and do it in style. 29.72 as we see the rerun. He didn't come away his best either. Here it's Serene Rumble leading up, but number 5 Climate Control, a big run into the corner, bang, oh, the two dogs really got entangled there, and suddenly World Class is through the gap, away and gone, with number 1 Price's Rebel in second, last year's Scottish Derby winner. 6 Magical Captain running all over the place down the far side, but it's number 2 World Class out front, 2.5 lengths, 2 lengths in front there. Number 1 Price's Rebel trying to challenge, but World Class speeds on again up the straight, the son of Come On Ranger and Queen Survivor. He hits the line, the winner of the Boyle Sports Champion Stakes. As we watch now, this will be interesting. Climate Control didn't get away well. Serene Rumble is out in front of him, and also Magical Captain. Now we'll see number 5 Climate Control. He'll move inwards as he goes up to challenge on the inside of Serene Rumble. Now this is going to be an interesting picture here as we see. It's sad watching for the connections of both dogs as we see Climate Control trying to get through, but he's a wide runner himself, pushes right off the corner. Number 3 Bookie Burglar ploughs into the two of them. All 3 are out of contention, but particularly so Climate Control way back at the rear, and hopefully none of these dogs are injured with the Derby just 12 days away. The result of the Boyle Sports Champion Stakes, the winner was number 2 World Class, owned by Philip Heffernan, second number 1 Priceless Rebel, and third number 3 Bookie Burglar. Time 29.72.
So from a man who's only held his trainer's licence for 5 months to an owner who's been in the game a long time, Philip Heffernan, you must be delighted because you're no stranger to big success.
Well, not really. I won the Derby, English Derby in '93, Tipperary Cup in '94, and a host of other smaller ones. So.
How would this dog compare to some of the best?
Well, I suppose looking at him tonight, he's possibly better because he's so young, and if he trains on the way he's training on at the moment, the sky's the limit.
Certainly is. Yeah. Tell us about how you came to own him.
Well, there was Saptons for sale in Shelbourne Stud in North Tipperary. Brian King is the manager there. So we bought some of them, and this is one of them.
So Puppy Derby's the next stop?
Puppy Derby in Hall's Cross.
Well, Pat, you've caught your breath. You were a bit out of puff. But I mean, this is fantastic for a man who 5 months ago was a publican, and now you're a successful greyhound trainer.
Yeah, you have to have the dog too, and you're lucky enough to find one like him.
Don't be that modest.
He was. I know he's a good dog. It's just grand to be there.
And for such a young dog, I mean, he showed, to have plenty of experience.
Dog on the race, yeah. He's a real gutsy little performer, and when he hits the bend, you won't beat him. I don't think there's a dog in the country coming behind him when he puts it all together. Like he had a little problem with his back, and we got that right. We had it right for tonight. I knew he was spot on, and I said if he got out and got in front, I'd beat him.
Easy dog to train.
Simple dog to train.
Yeah.
Simple dog. Never had has given me any bother whatsoever. Lovely kennel, lovely traveller, does everything right. She's just a class dog.
So this fella could go all the way?
Oh, this fella, he's definitely could go all the way. Like he'll improve. You'd be surprised if he wouldn't improve 5 or 6 lengths by next spring. And if he does that, he'll be very hard to beat.
We'll take a look ahead at the fixtures now, and on Thursday at Mullingar it's the semi-finals of the Fair Warriors 400. Then on Friday at Tralee it's the final of the Paddy Memorial 550, while at Newbridge it's the semi-finals of the Texacloth Newbridge Puppy Derby, and Youghal hosts the semi-final of the Ascot Open Bitch Stake. Then on Saturday at Waterford, the first round of the Waterford Glass Open 550 gets underway, plus the Heineken 575 from Cork and the Rose of Tralee Stake from the Kingdom Stadium, while at Shelbourne Park it's the final of the Banbury Bookmakers Confined 750. Next week we bring you that final from Tralee, the semi-finals from Newbridge plus Mullingar, and we see how Pat Buckley celebrated his recent big win.